Alright, so now we're going to be on our next logarithmic property, which is called the change of base rule. And I love this rule because it helps when solving for logarithms in your calculator. It shows really easy. You can just change the base to whatever you want, and then it's easier just to plug it in your calculator and just get the answer. So I'm going to show you the proof for it, and at the very end I'm going to actually show you the rule. So if you want to skip to the end and just see the rule, that's okay. But some people are interested in where this proof comes from, or where this rule comes from, so I'm going to show you the proof for it. Remember, the most important thing is the rule and how to use it in the problems. Okay? Here we go. So we're going to start with y equals log base a of x, just like we start all these, and then I'm going to do the inverse of the exponential function to show this. So to get rid of this log base a, raise both sides to the a power, just like we did in the last video, and you get a to the y equals x. Okay? Now, from there, we need to see what happens if you actually change the base of the logarithm. So what I'm going to do here is take the log, basically, of both sides of this equation right here. So I'm just going to do log base c for both sides. C could be any number, including a if you want. It doesn't actually matter. It's easier to just make it 10 because that's what you're used to, but it doesn't matter which number you make it. For this purposes, I'm just going to say it's c. Log base c of a to the y equals log base c of x. Okay? If you remember from our power rule, we want to solve for y, but if you remember from our power rule, whenever there's an exponent up here, whatever exponent is up here in a logarithmic function, all you have to do is take that exponent and put it out in front, and you can multiply it. So that's what we're going to do right here. I'm just going to take this y and put it out in front here. Perfectly legal to do that in math. Okay, took this y, put it in front, now it's multiplied. Now remember, we want to solve for y. Okay, this is why the power rule is so important, because we can just take that out. Now it's really easy to solve for y. Hopefully you can see it. All you have to do is divide both sides by log base c of a. Okay, this cancels. So now you're left with y is equal to log base c of x divided by log base c of a. Just like that. Now, to make this rule even easier, what I'm going to do is actually substitute in what y is right here, because y is equal to log base a of x. So what I can do is just set this equal to, since this is equal to y, and this is equal, these are both y, and this is y, log base a of x. So whenever you see one of these problems, like say this was log base 2 of 3, all you would have to do is take the log of 3 and divide it by the log of 2. And you can do any base you want. So if you want to do base 10, that's what I would do because it's the easiest one. It's the one that makes more sense to me. But whatever base you wanted, you would get the same answer no matter what. So this right here is called the change of base rule. Okay? Muy importante. It makes your life really easy. Remember, c can be any number. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions on this. You're going to have to solve some problems on this, so you really need to make sure you understand it. Let me know.